Hi, in this video, we will try to find the value of the measurements of angle 3. In our illustration, the given is segment AB is parallel to segment DC, and this ray DB, ray DB, is an angle bisector of angle ADC. So that would tell us the measurements of angle 1 is equal to the measurements of angle 2. So the measurements of angle 1, let me take it down here. Measurements of angle 1 is equal to the measurements of angle 2. And the measurements of our angle A, this one, is equal to 110 degrees. And we are looking for the value of this angle. So we are aware that for every triangle, the total measures of their angles is equal to 180 degrees. So this is the formula that we will try to achieve. So 180 degrees is equal to the measurements of angle A. This is our angle A. This is our angle 3 and this is our angle 1. So to continue this formula, 180 degrees is equal to the measurements of angle A plus the measurements of angle 1 plus the measurements of angle 3. So the first thing to do is to find the value of this one, because we already have the value of this one, measurements of angle A, which is equal to 110 degrees. So let us try to find the measurements of angle 1. So this is how we're going to do it. This segment AB will be extended. And we are going to form this angle, and this is angle 4. Notice that this angle 4, measurements of angle 4, is supplementary to the measurements of angle A, and that is equal to 180 degrees. So measurements of angle 4 plus the measurements of angle A, which is 110 degrees, is equal to 180 degrees. And then transpose this 110 on the other side. We already have the value of the measurements of angle 4. So we have here measurements of angle 4, 180 degrees minus 110 degrees. That would give us the measurements of angle 4 as 70 degrees. From here, notice that this angle 4 is an alternate interior angle of this whole angle. So measurements of angle 4 is equal to the measurements of angle 1 plus the measurements of angle 2 because of alternate interior angles. And we are aware on what is the value of this, which is equal to 70 degrees. We divide this by 2 and that gives us 35 degrees. And these 35 degrees, these are equal to the values of the measurements of angle 1 and the measurements of angle 2. So going back to our first formula or equation that we are trying to achieve. So the measurements of angle 1 is 35 degrees. With that, we can now manipulate algebraically on what is the measurements of angle 3. Let me erase some writings first. Just wait for a while. Okay, so let's continue. Let us use this equation again. 180 degrees is equal to 110 degrees, the value of our angle A, plus the measurement of our angle 1, which is 35 degrees, plus the measurements of angle 3. And then we will try to combine this. So we have here 180 degrees is equal to 145 degrees plus the measurements of angle 3, and then we will try to transpose this on the other side. So we have here 180 degrees minus 145 degrees equals the measurements of angle 3. And if we are going to subtract this, we have here 35 degrees is the measurements of angle 3. So that is our answer to this problem. The measurements of angle 3 is equal to 35 degrees. This is our problem number 2. The illustration is the same, but the values are changed, and we are now trying to find the value of our angle A. So our angle 1 is equal to 36 degrees. So therefore, this angle 2 is also 36 degrees. So a total of 72 degrees. So angle 1 plus angle 2. So this angle D is equal to 72 degrees. And the same thing, we will try to extend this line. Alright, extend this line. This is our angle A. This is the one that we are looking for. And this angle D, the measurements of angle D is congruent to the measures of angle 4. So this is also 72 degrees. Measurements of angle D is equal to the measurements of angle 4, which is equal to 72 degrees. The reason for that is they are alternate interior angles. With this, we can now get the value of the measurements of angle A, because measurements of angle 4 plus the measurements of angle A is equal to 180 degrees, because they are forming a straight line and they are supplementary. And measurements of angle 4 is equal to 72 degrees plus the measurements of angle A is equal to 180 degrees. We transpose 72 on the other side. So we have here the measurements of angle A is equal to 180 degrees minus 72 degrees. So the measurements of angle A is equal to the difference of this. So we have here 108 degrees as the measurements of our angle A. So that would be all for today. I hope you learned something. Bye-bye.